The Journey to America by Raymond. The United States of America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, attracted immigrants in the early 1900s. Immigrants came to America in search of the American dream, in which freedom includes the opportunity for prosperity and success, and an upward social mobility for the family and children, achieved through hard work in a society with few barriers. Immigration is defined as the action of coming to live permanently in a foreign country. Most of the immigrants who came to America were from Eastern and Southern Europe. They began their journey to America on foot, horseback, or train. Many trekked hundreds of miles across Europe to get to a seaport. When they arrived at the coast, they boarded a steamship. In many cases, they came to escape the poverty and religious intolerance that existed in small towns and countries such as Italy, Poland, and Russia. Families came to America because life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone, and with opportunity for each according to ability or achievement, regardless of social class or circumstances of birth. Most of the immigrants who came to America arrived on ships. The trip across the Atlantic Ocean lasted 1 to 2 weeks. The ships divided passengers by wealth and class. First and second class passengers stayed in the staterooms and cabins, but most people were in third class, called the steerage. Steerage was a large part open space at the bottom of the ship. As many as 3,000 people crowded the ships. They often came from different countries, spoke different languages, and belonged to different religions. Immigrants arrived in America. The first thing they saw was the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty enlightened the world. It was a gift of friendship from the people of France to the United States, and is recognized as a universal symbol of freedom and democracy. Immigrants came through Ellis Island. They were from Eastern and Southern Europe. In many cases, they came to escape poverty and religious intolerance that existed in many small towns and countries such as Italy, Poland, and Russia. On the west coast, the Angel Island Immigration Station was located in San Francisco Bay, California from 1910 to 1940. It is sometimes referred to as Ellis Island of the West. The main difference between Ellis Island and Angel Island was the majority of the immigrants that traveled through Angel Islands were from Asian countries such as China, Japan, and India. The facility was created to monitor the flow of Chinese. Angel Island was an immigration station where immigrants entering the United States were detained and integrated. The newcomers arriving without families, some solace could be found in their ethnic neighborhoods populated by their fellow countrymen. Here they could converse in their native language, practice their religion, and take part in cultural celebrations that helped ease the loneliness. Large waves of immigration into the 19th century made New York City America's largest and most diverse city, but also its most unhealthy, as the large spike in population made it more prone to disease. America was booming with new industries and large-scale factories that needed competent workers. Some immigrants accepted jobs at factories because they had skills that were useful at industry developers and factory owners. Most joined factories because they needed money for food and necessities as they settled into their new lives in America. European immigrants who came to America were of various religions and came from Southern and Eastern Europe and China. They faced challenges in being easily accepted by those who were already in the States, owing perceived cultural and religious differences. In the 19th century, more and more people began crowding into America's cities, including thousands of newly arrived immigrants seeking a better life than the one that they have left behind. In New York City, buildings that had once been single-family dwellings were increasingly divided into multiple spaces to accommodate the growing population. Known as tenements, These narrow, low-rise apartment buildings, many of them concreted into city's Lower East Side neighborhood, were often too cramped, poorly lit, and lacked indoor plumbing and proper ventilation. By the early 1900s, some 2.3 million were living in tenement housing. Watching The Journey to America by Raymond.